Friends, if you are new here, I promise you I make other videos other than Poshmark. I've made hundreds of videos on this channel if you want to check them out, but you all keep asking me to make these update videos, so I'm doing it. But I think the next video, we need a Poshmark break. We are going to talk about some different ways to make money other than listing items. I think that could be most helpful, especially right now, especially for those of you that are predominantly Poshmark sellers. You guys know the drill. I'm just sitting here processing inventory. And some new developments have occurred. I don't even want to go through the history of it. I'm sure if you're watching this video, well, let me explain it, because actually in yesterday's video, there were about a handful of you that were like, I didn't even know this happened. If you didn't know, May 1st, Poshmark put a new excessive listing policy, that's basically the name, I can't remember the exact name, into effect. And initially they said that you could not excessively delist and relist the same items, and there was no clarification on how often you could or couldn't do this, how many items. They came out and slightly clarified that it was items that were listed within the last 60 days, could not delete or relist. And then the slew of bans came out, and you guys have messaged me. Some of you have received 3-day bans, 5-day bans, 6 days, 7 days. The most I have seen as of yesterday was 12 days. So I know in the video I posted yesterday, this is all blurring together. I'm filming this May 5th. So the video I posted on May 5th today for you, or yesterday for you, someone sent me a screenshot of their 12-day ban. I'm not going to show you their emails because none of them gave me permission, and they were just sending it to me in confidence, just asking for advice. And this person that got the 12-day ban actually asked me to notify you guys. I guess I could do this as like an Instagram post. It's just so easy for me to film these YouTube videos, you guys, and edit them. I actually enjoy editing. I thrifted this top, and it still has the plastic barb in it. It's a crochet like rainbow top. I paid $2 for it. I love stuff like this in the summer, and I would wear this for like at the beach. Right now I just have it on with leggings. I love colorful stuff. If you couldn't tell from my purple eyeshadow and my rainbow shirt. It's so funny though. I was unpacking it and I was washing it, and my 4-year-old was like, "Who's that for?" I was like, "Mommy." He's like, "Oh, Mommy, that's too small for you. I don't think you can fit that." It's like, nobody will humble you like your children, or any child. So, anywho, yesterday I saw someone get a ban for 12 days, and she asked me to alert you all whenever I had time, that she got a restriction because what she was doing is what a lot of us have been doing, and what a lot of you recommended, is she was putting sold in the title, and she was changing the price to like $600 or $1,000, so then no one would buy the item that sold on another platform. Basically, this person is a very large seller on eBay. That's their main platform, but she lists about half of her inventory on Poshmark, but daily she has sales, things that sell on eBay. And so before we knew that you could also not mark things for sale, because friends, I don't think right now, I'm filming this May 5th, as of right now, I have received emails from people that have been banned for marking things as not for sale also. So that doesn't work either, because I know that comment's coming. It doesn't work. Maybe it worked. Listen, this is all a very confusing time. This is why I really don't like making these videos, because some things that are happening to some people are not happening to another. And I cannot stand the chaos of when these platforms do this, because it's not fair to a lot of people. It's not very clear what are the exact rules, because at first it was just delisting and relisting. But then now we're getting, and this is speculation on my part, but I'm pretty sure the way they're catching people is they're using some type of AI, some type of automation to like flag your account. This is not, I highly doubt it is an actual human being going through and knowing who's delisting and relisting, because you can just tell from the emails, it's all an automated process. So at first it was just delisting and relisting, but then 2 people have told me that no, they don't even delist. They got banned for just marking 10 items is not for sale. One person, most of these people are very high volume sellers other places, eBay, Depop, Mercari, and so they had to get these items off of Poshmark because they don't want them to sell there. They marked it as not for sale. They got banned for 5 days. And it also said in the email, if you continue to do this, the next ban, it's a listing restriction / ban, will be longer. And then one person, the person who I'm talking to about now that got the 12 days, it said that if you continue to do this, we may just deactivate your account. So what she was doing is because she had 30 items or 35 items over a day and a half that she had to take off of Poshmark, and she saw other videos of people saying just change the price and put sold. So she did that on 35 items. Do you know an hour later she got an email? That's why I highly believe this is not a person. I believe it's AI or automation. She got an email saying not only can you not delist and relist, also you cannot mark things as not for sale, and you also cannot what was the verbiage it used? Like basically you cannot make drastic changes like pricing, titles all at once to a mass amount of listings. That's what it said. What's a mass amount? And so how does that work? As I said in yesterday's video, right now, friends, from what I'm seeing from all of the emails that you guys are sending me, for those of you that are getting restricted, it's as if you list something right now on Poshmark, you can only sell it right now on Poshmark. Now, something may change. Maybe Poshmark will hear our cries, send in your feedback on the survey they sent out. Maybe they'll change this, but right now it just feels like chaos. And I will tell you that I have had to go into my account again yesterday, May 4th, and I'm going to have to go in today, and I'm not going to delete them. Thank you to those of you that educated me, because I use Vendoo to cross-post. Shameless plug. My referral link to Vendoo is down below. If you are new and you sign up with my link, you get 25% off your first month. But I use Vendoo, and you guys told me that you can go into Vendoo and turn it off so that it doesn't delete your sold listings. So I did that because initially, like May 1st, it was deleting my sold listings, and that's not good. A lot of you know I sell predominantly on eBay. So I turned that off, and then I was marking things as not for sale, and then a couple of you sent me your bans for marking things as not for sale. These are people that never delete. They would mark things as not for sale. They also got banned. Now, 2 of you have sent me emails that you aren't even marking things as not for sale or deleting them. You were just changing the price. So let's say, example, give you an example so you guys know what I'm talking about. You have an Anthropologie top listed for $30 on Poshmark, $30 on eBay. That shirt sells on eBay for $30. So you go in to Poshmark and you mark that shirt as sold in the title. You remove a lot of the keywords. It just says sold Anthropologie. This person was also deleting all the photos except one photo. It would say sold. So no one's going to buy this, right? Because what is this? It just says sold in the title. She removed the description and she changed the price to like $900. So that's what she did for 35. It was like 35, 36 items. I should have the screenshots on my phone. And an hour later, she got this 12-day ban. And that's the longest one I've seen. And that is for just marking things as sold and putting a crazy price. So that is why I'm fairly certain, you guys, that Poshmark is not using a human to do this. I mean, how could they? Realistically, it has to be some type of automation, some type of AI. And we need Poshmark to fix this because I can't imagine that this is, I'm just trying to be hopeful and positive. I really don't believe this is what they wanted the policy to do. I don't. I think, friends, like I said, this is all speculation. This is just Nikki talking after 16 years of part-time reselling, but you guys sound off in the comments down below. Like I said, I'm thinking they didn't want to keep paying the storage to keep, I mean, some people, I did not know this was going on. Some people would literally delist and relist their entire closets weekly. And I'm talking people that have hundreds of items in their closets. And Poshmark has to pay for that. They have to store our photos. They have to store all the data for our descriptions. It costs them money. So imagine, and they can see everything we do, you guys. Poshmark knows. They can see when you are deleting and relisting the same thing over and over and over and over weekly. So I think, and remember, they have investors now, right? Or didn't they go public and then they sold again? I didn't keep up with all of that. I don't know. But they have more scrutiny, okay? And a lot of platforms, not just Poshmark, are scrutinized more and more because there's more regulation. There's more scammers out there, people selling things that aren't authentic, people just scamming people. Like, remember, I don't keep up with this stuff, but remember, wasn't there some like big thing with Whatnot, with like a guy selling cards, and it was like all over the news? I probably should know. I can't listen. I have so much going on, friends. I don't keep up with all of that stuff, but I remember seeing. Did I see it? I don't even watch the news. Maybe I saw it on TikTok, but there was some guy who was like, you guys probably know. It was like in the sports cards category, and it was a huge deal, and he had like scammed people out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I think there was a lawsuit. I don't know. You guys, does that sound familiar? But these platforms have a lot more scrutiny on their policies, on their users. So I get it. It's money, you guys. They are a business. It's all about money. Just try not to take this personal. Try not to let it drive you nuts. I'm just trying to give you the info as I have it so that we can keep our accounts safe. I will tell you, as of May 5th, my account's okay, and I've done all the things. I hope Poshmark's not watching this video. I've deleted listings since May 1st because I didn't know. I thought it was okay to delete if it had sold. I just thought it wasn't okay to delete and relist. But I thought, common sense, obviously, I'm not just listing my stuff here. I won't be penalized for deleting and relisting. Uh-oh, the 2-year-old is waking up. I'm on borrowed time. I've also marked things as not for sale because I get daily sales on eBay, and a lot of that stuff, not all of it, is cross-posted to Poshmark. Then, thanks to you guys, because I think it's a really smart workaround, I've been just going in, deleting the photos, putting a photo that says sold, and changing the price to like $700. And so far, I have not received an email from Poshmark. Now, I honestly fear if I keep making these videos and bringing attention to myself, I don't know. So if you are like just inundated and over the Poshmark chaos, the next video will be a good old how to make money without listing video or some, I don't know what I'm going to title it, but we're going to get back to other stuff. Unless, friends, there's like a huge change, like the seller fees, they rolled it out and then a week later they went back to what it was. But so far, unless you guys have heard anything, it's been radio silence from Poshmark. And people on social media are being very loud. On Instagram, I've seen it on TikTok. I'm making these videos, other resellers are making these videos, and I haven't heard a peep from Poshmark. Have you guys? I haven't heard anything. So I don't know if this is going to go away or going to change. But I think if it doesn't change, right, here's what I'm going to do. As someone who has, I always tell you guys, I don't think I have like a huge closet. I have about 850 on Poshmark, and I checked this morning, 1425 active listings on eBay. So I feel like I'm like right in the middle. You know, I'm not considered a small seller, but I'm also not considered like a huge enterprise Poshmark seller that has like 20,000 items. I think if nothing changes, I'm just going to have a very small Poshmark closet, and I'm just going to list things there that I know will sell well on Poshmark, because it's not worth risking my account that I've had for 6 years and getting repeated bans and restrictions and being suspended if I have to keep like mass deleting or not for sale or changing listings and them keep, because that's what's going to happen to me, because I sell so often on other platforms, especially because a lot of the stuff I have listed now that Vendu allows you to cross post to Whatnot. I have over 400 and I think I have almost 500 listings on Whatnot. And I told you guys, I'm starting to get quite a few sales a week on Whatnot Marketplace, like without going live. And I'm also ramping up going live there again. So some of my listings are going to sell there. So not only are things going to be selling on eBay, they're going to be selling on Whatnot. So I'm hoping this policy changes, and I hope they correct this, because I think it's really ridiculous to like completely block. You're basically blocking out a lot of your sellers, because a lot of us that sell on Poshmark are resellers. And a lot of us can't effectively, we can't resell there the way we always have if we can only list on Poshmark. Now, if you're an only Poshmark seller, this shouldn't affect you at all, unless you were one of those people that was deleting and relisting the same things over and over. But if you're listing new inventory, you're not deleting and relisting things that within 60 days, under 60 days, you'll be fine. It's those of us that cross-post and sell other places and sell way more other places. But if Poshmark is your main platform or your only platform, you're fine. The rest of us are screwed. Just kidding. And I will keep live selling on Poshmark. I love live selling there. I'll keep live selling, but as far as listing, if this policy stays exactly the same, my listings are going to go way down. And it'll just be things that are listed only on Poshmark. And the sales come as they come, and I'll keep going live there. That'll probably be the only way I'll make like a substantial amount of money consistently. But after 6 years of selling on Poshmark, I know what sells well there, the trendy stuff. For me, personally, what does well for me is the mid-range to high-end trendy pieces, like whatever's on trend, and then the bread and butter affordable items. Like bread and butter, in my opinion, is like this Talbot's top. I love selling Talbots. This is a brand new Talbot's top. It's a size 4 and it retails for $90 and it's brand new. I've sold a ton of Talbots on Poshmark. That would do well for me. I have Lululemon. This is a Lululemon t-shirt. Really good condition. Ooh, I should keep this. Oh gosh, what size is this? Size 6. I keep this. This is my size. But stuff like this, like trendy stuff like that, and then more bread and butter. Here's another Talbot's, new with the tags. This one is $99, size 4. I think this has silk or cashmere, made in Ukraine. Oh, I don't see that very often. Oh, it's polyester. Oh no, it's wool. So it's 99% wool, 1% spandex. The lining is poly. Like this is the type of like mall brand bread and butter stuff that does good for me on Poshmark. And then the trendy, the Aloe, the Lulu, the activewear. But then also randomly, I'll just get like a really good, like high-end gown sale. So those are the things. I would have a very curated closet and it would be way smaller. And I'm okay with that. You guys, in the end, all we can do is pivot. We have, and I always say this, and some people think I'm being really harsh. Is he crying? He's quieting down. I'm filming this before I go to work. The number one question I get is, I'm going to go back to what I was saying. We're just chatting, friends. The number one question I get is, how do you get this all done, Nikki? Oh, he's talking. You have 2 kids. You work full time. You do real estate part-time. You resell. And then somehow you're posting videos all the time. I have a lot of help, you guys. We have 3 grandparents that are here local that literally, I always joke, but it's not a joke. I'm serious. They argue over who gets to watch our kids. Like that's how involved they are. There's 3 of them. We have preschool. My mom comes and watches them 2 days a week and hangs out with them all day. And it's super sweet. And I used to think it was so corny when parents would be like, one of the best parts of being a parent is seeing my parents like help me raise my kids. But it really is. It's awesome. So I have a lot of help, and I am also very much a hustle person, okay? I am not saying you need to do that. Please hear me. I know there is a huge push against cancel culture. I am not, but in me, just this is always who I've been. I am filming this video at 5:53 a.m., okay? And I got up, did my makeup, and after this, I'll get my kids ready. I'm going to go to work. My mom's going to come over, hang out with my kids. And then when I get off work, I'll probably have a live sale. And then I'm going to hang out with my kids, bath time. And then after they go to bed, I'm going to hang out with my husband. And then I'm going to go back and do some work because that's what I love to do. I love my work. So that's how I get it all done, honestly. I get up very early. I've been up since 3:45 a.m. I do take naps. Don't worry about me, friends. I am rested. I take naps, okay? I take a nap every day. And I probably work longer than most people. So just try not to compare yourself to me, you guys. I'm not trying to say I'm like super special or like abnormal or anything. I just get a lot done. One, because I make my days way longer. But the biggest thing is I have a lot of help. And I never want to mislead you about that. I have a lot of help. And that's how I get it all done. Also, my husband is a very involved parent. Everything I do, he will do. I do all of the cooking in our house. He does all of the cleaning. He doesn't even like me to clean. He thinks I don't clean as well as he does. He has an Eastern European mom. She's from Yugoslavia. I didn't know what that meant, but he was like, I was literally on my hands and knees cleaning washboards when I was like 13. Or what do you call these things? Not washboards. The thing, you know, it's, you guys are probably screaming at the screen. These things that go against the wall that like touch the floor. Like he cleans. And every night after I cook dinner, he cleans everything. So like that is a huge help, you know. I do baths, he does baths. I change diapers, he changes diapers. You know, I do school drop off, he does school pickup. So that's how I'm able to get all of this done. And I never want you guys to compare yourself to me because I have a lot of help. And I also have a lot of energy and I have a lot of time because I make my days longer than I think a lot of, more than most people do. So that's how I get it done, friends. I'm going to respond to her comment, but in case she's watching this video, I wanted to put that in because other people have asked me that. That's how I get it all done. It's funny when he said, oh, yeah, I had an Eastern European mom. Like, I know how to clean. And I'm like, oh, you do that too? But Mom, if you're watching this video, I'm not saying you made me clean all the time. But our house was spick and span, you guys. My mom made sure that my room was clean. I also used to wash these things. What are they called? I want to say dashboards. This thing, you know what I'm talking about. Like once a month, my mom would make me do that. And she's like, you know, a clean home just cleans your head and blah, blah, blah. So once a month, we'd have this like deep clean. And I'm like, I'm an only child. So I'm not going to lie, I was kind of spoiled. I was like, I really don't want to do this. Can you just do it, Mom? She's like, no. I was like washing my own clothes. Like she taught me how to be really independent. So how did I get on this tangent? Anywho, I might cut all of that out. We have some new friends here. If you are new and you are still here, sometimes I just ramble. My oldies but my goldies love it. So I just keep doing it. And they're like, no, girl, just keep it in. I just have you on while I'm listing. I love that you ramble. I don't even, usually I can remember what I was going to say, but I was going to say, we can't control these platforms. Try to stay positive and pivot. If you are a Poshmark only seller, I've heard it from a lot of you, you're pissed. So many people are like, I'm just putting my closet on vacation mode and I'm cross-posting everything. If that's what works best for you, do it. But I say, let us not be too hasty in our decisions. Let's wait. Let's give Poshmark some time. I keep checking my emails like I'm hoping something's going to be fixed here. I'm just hoping, but I think we just have to pivot. Okay, this is the second post office run for the day, friends. These are orders from a mix of Poshmark and eBay. And then these four here are packages going to group members. I say this is the second run. If you are new around here, my hubby does my shipping. He helps me with shipping like 4 to 5 days a week. It really just depends on his work schedule. The way it works is as long as I have the packages ready the night before, he takes them on his way to work and he drops them off at the post office for me. So everything from yesterday and last night has already gone out, and that was 26 packages. And then these came in today, and just because I have some time, I want to get them out. And then these group orders were today. So when I have time, I will go to the post office. So even though he helps me almost 5 days a week with shipping, I still go probably like 5 or 6 days a week still, you guys, because I try to be really fast with shipping. Sometimes I fall off. For me, falling off is taking like 2 days to ship. Like that's a long time for me. I really do try to keep my shipping down to like 1 day, but you know, life happens. I work, kids, life stuff. So These all sold today. And then in these, we have, I sold a group member a Chanel dress. That's in that priority thing right there. She's in Northern California. And then those two, I should have shown you guys before I package them up. Sometimes I do try to show you that, but I was just in such a rush because I am trying to make it to my workout class. So I was in a rush, but the two purple ones are, one of them is, how am I forgetting this? I need to go look at my notes. One of them is a bundle of, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Anina Bing pants. Ridiculous, you guys. So these are actually pretty pricey. I mean, even though I give my group members a really good deal, I mean, I still have to pay up for a lot of this stuff. I didn't get it for that great of a deal, but I mean, they're still gonna like triple their money. So the purple one is a Nina Bing pants, and then behind that are 3 Veronica Beard dresses. This is sad. I need to take a nap, you guys. I've been up since 3:30 a.m. Yes, 3:30 a.m. That's what time I had to get up. So I'm going to get this stuff shipped out. This is the second round going to the post office today. My post office, I always tell you guys, but we have a lot of new friends. Hello, new friends. But my oldies, but my goldies know my post office is, I always forget what it's called. A hub, basically. So they're open 7 days a week. I can ship out on Sundays. I just have to take it to the back dock area, but I take Sundays off. I'm like, you know, I already think the fact that 2 of us, myself and hubby, are shipping so often, I'm like, I deserve a day off. Some of my reselling friends that are full-time only ship 3 days a week. So I think this is probably above normal, or not above normal, but I feel like realistically, I'm going to scale it back, shipping so often, maybe until Q4. I think I'm doing too much, because do I really need to get these out today? No. Like, I'm glad I got them packaged, but I think me actually going and dropping it off is not something I'm going to be doing anymore. So I'm probably going to scale back me going 6 days a week to like 5. So maybe I don't go one day during the week. I really do like having a weekend shipping day, Saturday, because I do have so many sales that come through on Thursdays and Fridays, and it's nice. And I even have sales come through on Saturday that I'll ship. But I think I'm going to drop one of the weekdays just for my sanity, you know? And if hubby gets it out, and if I can get it packaged up the night before, great. If it doesn't, if I miss like one weekday, I think it's okay. Let me know your thoughts. I have a feeling most of you, a lot of you are always like, I don't know how the heck you get so much done. This is how, you guys, I stress myself. I'm not even stressed. I honestly thrive under chaos. Like what most people would think is too much or chaos, it's like a normal day for me. So I shouldn't even call it chaos. Like I just like to be on the go. And it is hard. I have to tell myself, Nikki, slow down. You're doing too much. Stop. You don't need to ship 6 days a week when your husband is also helping you with shipping 4 to 5 days a week. It's too much. And I'm not even full-time, you guys. It's too much. So I am telling myself, this is a PSA to myself, slow the F down, girl. It's okay to ship 5 days a week. It's okay.